Okay, so today actually we are going to look at market economic system. Last week we started with economic system. We learned what it's all about. So this today we are going to start. We are going to enter market economic system. I'm going to go direct to the classes. Remember, we are doing classes of economics from ordinary to advanced level, meaning that from basics economics to premium or advanced economics. So right now we are on market economy system, and we are going to see the definitions. We'll see examples. We'll see alternative names. We'll see characteristics. We'll see advantages. I will see the disadvantages of a market economic system. Now, the first thing we're going to look at is what is a market economy. A market economy is a system in which the production of goods and services is determined by supply and demand. So a market economy is where we have people that are supplying and have people that are demanding. That's a market economy. So the production actually is being of goods is actually determined by supply, the system in which the production of goods and services is determined by demand and supply. So that is a market economy. An example of a market economy. What is an example? The United States is an example of a market economy. It has a central bank, the Federal Reserve, that attempts to influence the overall direction of the economy. It has a Congress that can pass legislation to boost economic activity or protect consumers. But the main driver of the economy is the law of supply and demand. So that is an example of a market economic system. Now, what is an alternative name? Alternative name is either a capitalist economy or capitalism. So that is another alternative name for market economy. So I've heard about capitalism, I've heard about economies. So that is the examples. Now we are going to look at the characteristics of a market economy. So what are the characteristics? Number one is freedom of choice. Freedom of choice. Owners are free to produce, sell, and purchase goods and services in a competitive market. So, with a market economy, there is freedom of choice. People can willingly choose what they want to produce, what they want to sell, and how they want to purchase those goods. Okay. Now, the second characteristics is limited government involvement. In political philosophy, limited government is the concept of a government limited in power. It is a key concept in the history of liberalism. So we have little of government involvement in a market economy. The third characteristic is competition. Competition is a competitive situation where multiple parties work towards a common goal that cannot be mutually achieved, resulting in one party benefiting at the expense of another. It can occur between various entities such as organisms, individuals, and economic and social groups. Now, the third characteristic is market prices. Markets facilitate economic activity, and fluctuations in prices for products and resources indicate changes taking place in specific markets. The fourth one is efficient allocation of resources. An efficient allocation of scarce resources, factor resources, tend to go where the expected profit is highest. Competitive prices for consumers as now, the next characteristic is rule of self-interest. Self-interest drives the success of a market economy. The majority of businesses are founded with the people's best interest in mind. So, market economy actually one of the characteristics is that it has a role of self-interest. There's a lot of self-interest and not collective interest. Now, that said, that we'll continue with our classes of today, and we're going to look at the advantages and disadvantages of a market economy system. Now let's start with the advantages. What are the advantages? The first advantage is that there is competition. Remember, competition makes people to be productive. Competition makes people to produce better quality. Competition makes people to produce better things that is going to serve for better purpose. Now here we see competition. Competition involves two or more parties competing for a shared goal in which one particular success comes at the expense of another. The second advantage is innovation. Innovation involves putting ideas into practice to create new products or services or enhance existing ones. That is the second advantage. The third advantage is freedom of choice. There is freedom of choice. Owners are free to produce, sell, and purchase goods and services in a competitive market. Now, the fourth one is freedom. In a market economy, the key features include private property, individual freedom, self interest, competition, and minimal government interference. So, there is freedom in the market economy because we have key features of private property, individual freedom, self interest, competition, all are being done without or minimal government interference. Now, property Private property refers to the ownership of property by non-governmental legal entities. It differs from public property, which is owned by a state entity, and collective or cooperative property, which is owned by one or more non-governmental entities. So those are the advantages uh, of a market economic system. Now we're going to look at the disadvantages of market economic system for our classes of today. The first one is fierce competition. The competition is very brutal. Imagine you enter in a market where you have five people producing savon, the same savon. So there's a lot of competition. That is one of the disadvantages. Well, that can work in the expense of another. So we have inadequate working conditions. That's the second point. Inadequate working conditions. The conditions for a market economy are not inadequate. They are not good. They are inadequate. They are not good conditions for workers. So the third disadvantage of a market economy system is that there is environmental harm. Environmental harm like pollutions and all the like. So it causes the environment to be polluted and the environments to have to be harmful. So the fourth characteristics or disadvantage of economic system is economic inequality. Economic inequality. So there is an economic inequality between the various sellers, various parties, various buyers. So this is actually all about market economy. So tomorrow we are going to see another we're going to continue with our class. Okay, we are now on the economic system, so we'll continue with the economic system tomorrow. We'll study mixed economic system and see all of this. So guys, thank you for watching this great class, this teaching for today. You can come back and revise it anytime. You can share it with your friends also so that they get advantage of this teaching. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel because I come with teachings for history, geography, and economics, as you can see here, so that we can have all the knowledge that we need. So thank you.